Hello friends, please share, like and subscribe my channel. 26 July 2023 Morning Murli Om Shanti BaapDada Madhuban. Essence, sweet children, in order to claim your inheritance of liberation in life from the Father, become free from all the bondages of Maya. Only those who are liberated in life here can claim the status of liberation in life there. Question: how is the seed of this knowledge imperishable? Answer: the sun and moon dynasty kingdoms are established through this knowledge. The kingdom is very big. Even those souls who have taken knowledge might leave the path of knowledge in the middle of it. They still come back at the end because they too have to come into the kingdom. Those who have had even the slightest seed of knowledge sown in them will come. They cannot go anywhere else. This aspect proves that this knowledge is imperishable. Song: no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You children are now sitting in front of the innocent Lord, Praneshwar, the bestower of life, and you know very well that you are once again receiving your inheritance of heaven from the unlimited Master, the innocent Lord. Your intellects go there. Truly, you go back to the Father's home with the Father. The Father has come to collect you just as a bridegroom comes to collect his bride. The one bridegroom comes and makes all of you brides beautiful. His name is the Purifier. However, you too forget. The Father comes and explains all the secrets to you. The status of you lucky stars in is even higher than that of the Father, just as the Father is the master of Brahmand. In the same way, you too are master of Brahmand. You used to reside with me, your father. Then you children definitely had to play your parts. You know that you have come to Tirokinath, master of the three words, in order to become the Vaikuntnaths, lords of paradise. The father says, children, at this time you are the masters of the three words, and I am also the master of the three words. Then, when the golden age comes, you become the master of it. I don't become that. I come to liberate you souls from the sorrow of Raman. You have received a lot of sorrow from Raman. You children have understood the drama. It is, does not have four ages. It has five ages. The four ages are long ages, whereas the confluence is a leap age. You children should be aware of this knowledge because you have become the children of the ocean of knowledge. Is praised on the path of devotion. You are the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. This cannot be the praise of the lords of paradise. They are said to be full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full. There is no one like that in this iron age, and so surely someone must have come and made them become like that. Therefore, only you become the masters of heaven. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, who are the deities of the sacral region, are also shown with partners in order to depict the family path. So, heaven also exists here. From the Brahmin plane, you will go into the deity plane and then into the warrior plane. Sensible children pay very good attention to their studies on the path of ignorance. When people have a son, they believe that and here has come you to say Mama Baba, and so you are heirs. Gandhiji was called Bapuji. In fact, in Bharat they call many mother and father. People call an elderly person Pitaji, means father. They say that just for the sake of saying it. This one is the Bapuji of all anyway. The father is Praneshwar, that is God of all souls. When you say Father, your hearts experience the happiness of the inheritance and you have that feeling. The feeling that you children have is also number wise according to your efforts. Truly the ultimate unlimited Father comes and teaches you Raj Yoga. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar cannot teach Raj Yoga. God speaks, that is, are human beings with divine virtues. Parmeshwar means God, the Father. In Bharat, they speak of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Supreme God, the Father, and so your intellects go up above because you know that the Father resides up above. You children now understand that you too are residents of that place. We are now sitting personally in front of that Praneshwar. The Father personally reminds you and you therefore have the faith that you are not sitting in front of a sage or great soul, but truly in front of the Mother and Father. Why do you belong to Him? In order to claim your inheritance for your future 21 births from the Mother and Father. If you don't have faith, why are you sitting here? There has to be a reason. No one without recognition can sit in front of someone. In the world, people recognize one another. This one is a sannyasi. This one is a governor. Here, this father is incognito. But you understand that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the resident of the Supreme Abode. Then the question of omnipresence does not arise. So remember, O God, the Father, if they themselves are God, why do they call out? This is something that needs little understanding. However, Maya makes you such that you don't understand at all. One can't trust what people say. Maya makes their intellects doubtful. They call out, "O God, the Father," and they then say that they are the Father. So why do they call out? Only a child would say, "Father." You only have to remember the one. You are now sitting in front of the Father in person. You know that you now belong to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You are claiming the inheritance from Him. You will now not forget Him. The Father says, "Children, become bodiless, become pure. I have come to take you back." People sing in front of the deities. "I am without virtue, I have no virtues." They sing praise of the deities. They consider themselves to be degraded sinners. The verse was definitely completely voiceless. At the beginning, that was called Heaven Shivalaya. It was heaven established by Shiv Baba. The people of Bharat believe that heaven exists, but they have forgotten that Bharat was heaven and that the original eternal deities used to rule there. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to heaven. Heaven exists in the golden age. It cannot exist in the Iron Age. When people print in the papers that someone has gone to heaven, ask them where heaven is. They believe that that person went to God in the supreme abode, and that is heaven. Or they say that he has gone to the land of nirvana, or that he has merged into the light. There is so much difference in the terms they use. That is called the great element of Brahman. This is the element of the sky. This cannot be called the great element. That is the great element of Brahman, where his souls reside except the Father too resides there. That is called the supreme abode. However, no one can merge into the element of Brahman. Many points of explain to you children because you are sitting in front of the Father. Devotees continue to look for God. You know who does the most devotion of the path of devotion. Definitely those who were worthy of worship at the beginning then became the first worshipper devotees. Only you children know this. It is sung. You are worthy of worship and you are worshipper. However, those people think that God the Father himself becomes worthy of worship and a worshipper. That is wrong. The Father comes and make you children worthy of elevated praise. However, not everyone will receive the liberation in life of heaven. Liberation in life will be received when you become free from the bondages of Maya. Liberation in life means to be free from the bondages of Maya. It is not that everyone will go into in the golden age. Only those who study Raj Yoga will go into the golden age. On the path of knowledge, you have to become free from so many bondages. Mira did not have that many bondages. She simply used to say that she wanted to meet Sri Krishna and would therefore remain pure. You have to go to the land of Sri Krishna. Mira was one of the main important devotees. You are part of the rosary of victory, which is the most elevated of worship. A rosary of devotees is not worshipped. The rosary of those who make Bharat into heaven is worshipped. Devotees worship the rosary of you children. First of all, there is the rosary of Rudra, and then it becomes the rosary of Vishnu. No one knows who the rosary represents. They simply continue to turn its beads. You will now no longer turn the beads of rosary of devotees. Devotees turn the beads of the rosary of you children. You know that your rosary of victories being created. Then we ourselves we become themselves will become worshippers and turn the beads of rosary. You rule the kingdom and you will then become the first ones to turn the beads of a rosary. Others will learn devotion from you. You make the word into heaven. The Father is teaching you Raj Yoga, and this teacher is teaching is named the Gita. There has to be a name for a religious scripture. Although the knowledge disappears, the scriptures will be created. They have made it into a scripture and called it Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They wrote the Gita on the path of devotion. That Gita is not for the path of knowledge. They relate so many different type of Gita. They never say, I am teaching you Raj Yoga. They would say, God departed after teaching Raj Yoga. Then they sit and study the scripture of that. We are now listening to that same Gita from God in person and becoming the masters of heaven. The Father says, I only come once to teach you children Raj Yoga and to make you into the kings of kings until the bestower of salvation comes. There will definitely continue to be praise of the path of devotion. Those who came in the previous cycle will come and listen to this again. Many are yet to become this. The sun and moon dynasty kingdoms are being established, and therefore very many people will come. This is why knowledge is never destroyed. Wealthy subjects, ordinary subjects, maids, and servants are all needed. Such a big kingdom is being established. People don't know how the golden age kingdom is established. If they were to know this, they would tell you about it. They have forgotten the Father is instead of writing. Incorporeal God Shiva speaks. They have written God Sri Krishna speaks. Immediately after Shiva Jayanti, there is Sri Krishna Jayanti. Sri Krishna is the Lord of Paradise. This one sits here and makes you into Lord of Paradise. They have then shown Sri Krishna in the Copper Age. The thread of this knowledge of Bharat is so entangled. entangled. You now have to imbibe this very well and become knowledgeful. You have to see with how many marks you pass. If you pass now, you will pass every cycle. You have to study while living at home with your families. Now, where nowhere else do old men and women, husband and wife, daughter-in-law, etc., all study together. They don't even study the scriptures like that. They tell women that they must not study the scriptures. Only men become pandit. Here just see who is studying. It is a wonder of the variety of old women who come here while living at home. You have to remain as pure as a lotus and study Raj Yoga. You have to become godfatherly student. This is called the godly college of the Brahma, Kumars and Kumaris. God is teaching through Brahma. Brahma did not emerge from the navel of Vishnu. It would be said to be the navel of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Shiv Baba is the seed, Brahma. Vishnu and Shankar emerged from him. The meanings of all three are different. You children now understand that Vishnu is always shown with Lakshmi. There is the Narayan temple, ordinary human and Narayan. And so they have also made him four-armed. If they have, Narayan Lakshmi would surely also be with him. Nar means male, becomes Narayan and Nari means woman, becomes Lakshmi. This show Narayan with four arms. They should show Narayan and Lakshmi separately with two arms each. Such an accurate temple should be built. However, people do not understand anything from the Narayan temple. Together with Narayan, they also show Lakshmi. Mahalakshmi is worshipped at Deepmala, festival of lights. Mothers are praised so much. There is great praise of Jagdamba. Amba is very sweet because she is a Kumari. This one is a half Kumar. There is a lot of praise of Kumaris in Bharat. However, they don't know the importance of that. Jagdamba is praised a lot. The father is not praised as much. The father has come and uplifted you, mothers, and so you should become courageous. One has to be courageous to ride a lion. There will be assaults, but now that you belong to the Father, you must not let go of your religion, no matter what happens. Become pure and definitely claim a high status. Mira also became pure. The Father tells you, Kumari, say that you want to become pure and the Master of Paradise. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother. the father BaapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharma. In order to become true heirs, you have to become sensible, imbibe this study very well, and become knowledgeful. Become praiseworthy like the Father. In order to become the most elevated in the rosary of victory, continue to cut away all bondages of Maya. Become very, very brave and courageous, and definitely become pure. Blessing. May you become ignorant of the knowledge of any desire, and instead of chasing after a mirage of some desire and a true income. Some children think that if they were to win a lottery, they would give their winnings to the Yogya. However, such money cannot be used for the Yogya. Often, some have a desire for themselves, but they say that if they win a lottery, they would to they would do service with it. However, to be a millionaire now means to lose millions for all time. Chasing after desire is like a marriage. Therefore, true income and become ignorant of the knowledge of any limited desire. Murli slogan. Instead of considering an obstacle to be an obstacle, consider it to be a game, and you will win that game while laughing and singing. Thanks to all.